more than 5,600 on hand for Friday night's 8A semifinal between Apopka and Dr. Phillips. It was a rematch of the 2009 5-overtime thriller that is arguably the greatest game in Central Florida football history. So Friday night, Dr. Phillips came in undefeated while Apopka had won 10 in a row. It had all the makings of a classic. Buckle up. Here we go. Blue Darters special team sets the tone early. Garrett Speck blocks the punt. That sets up Zack Darlington, who finds Ray Smith for the opening score, 7-0 Apopka. Same score when the Blue Darters go deep into the playbook. Darlington fakes the handoff, fakes the Statue of Liberty, and fakes out the DP secondary. Trey Hendrickson makes it 14-zip APK. Dr. Phillips would get on the board with a creative offensive play of their own. Check this out. It's really not as well designed as Apopka's, but still effective. Alton Meeks, flush from the pocket, just shovels it to Deontay Gaines, who cuts all the way across the field to get DP back in the game. Panthers down just 8, 14-6. It was 17-6 Apopka when the Panthers go back to the air. Meeks hits Roderick Proctor. What a catch in traffic. DP's not going away. After the break, though, the Hoka Hey chants started to get louder and more frequent. Here's why. Darlington to Hendrickson, and the senior does not shy away from contact. How about that? Makes it 24-13. Darlington threw 4 touchdown passes in this one and has 8 over the past 2 weeks. Apopka doubles up DP 38-19 to advance to the state championship game.
Man, was the goal to get to the state championship game?
No, sir.
Was the goal to win the state championship game?
Yes, sir.
So, man, we got another week of work to do, don't we, man?
Yes, sir.
We're going to get our work in, aren't we, man?
Yes, sir.
Who would have thought when we started off 1-2 that we'd be here? I did. Y'all, man?
Yes, sir.
You believed, didn't you? Like PT talked about, we believed, didn't we?
Yes, sir.
You guys have come a long way. I'm proud of you, but hey, we're not done. And I know this. If we got that crowd full when we went up to Jacksonville last week, I know the whole city of Apopka will come out to the Citrus Bowl this week, right, man?
Yes, sir.
One more week. What's it going to be like at school this next week? The last week before the break, and now.
I don't know. I mean, you can't let the distractions get to you. You know, you got a job to do, and we got to bring a title back to the city of Apopka.
Like you told the boys, 1 and 2 start, and you're here.
Yeah, we really had guys buying in with great senior leadership about midway through, but more importantly, we had great followership. We had guys get on board and everyone pulling the same direction. So proud of the coaches for what they've invested in these guys, not only as players, but as men, and we all started going the same direction, and I've never seen a team flip like this and turn for the good like we did. You know, we come a long way since that start, and we're glad to be here, but we're very humble. We're thankful to God, and we know we're blessed, and we got one more game to go win.
All right, so here it is. Apopka will now face South Florida's Cypress Bay on Saturday night at the Citrus Bowl. Blue Darters will be going after the school's second state championship. Rick Darlington also led Apopka to the state title in 2001.
Apopka Blue Darter football is on the air. 1520 WBZW.
There's not a lot. You know, there's not a lot of places where football is important to the community.
Apopka still has that small town community flavor that, you know, I think a lot of people wish they still had.
Get your Blue Darter hat or visor.
The Blue Darters came into being in the early 1930s, so for around 80 years we've been pulling for that team.
Apopka High football is a gathering point where people can come together and be one. It's just a real rallying point for a community like Apopka.
When you talk about Apopka football now over the last 13 years, you know, we've been in the state playoffs, so it's almost an expectation of our folks to, you know, see us in the playoffs, to, you know, have good seasons.
Live here at the Citrus Bowl where tonight the championship for District 8A will take place.
I have always been a sort of believer in Team of Destiny things, but now I'm a full believer in Team of Destiny things.
They're stacking up that offense. Blocker takes it to the right. Touchdown here, Blue Darters!
We don't have a lot of guys that people consider Division I players, but I wouldn't trade them for anyone. The heart and the character they've shown all year, and the brotherhood and the belief, I'm very blessed and humbled to be a part of it. Our theme all year had been believing is seeing. You know, most people say, if I see it, I'll believe it. And we were kind of the opposite. Our team chaplain, Todd Lamphere, constantly talked about believing is seeing. Hebrews 11:1 says, you know, faith is what you hope for, but you don't have proof of. And our kids believed it.
When Chandler Cox scored his third touchdown of the game, you knew it wasn't going to be easy, that Apopka wasn't going to force Cypress Bay into a 4-and-out to end the game.
It came down to that final play with the interception, where it was just a miracle that one 5'6" DB dove and tipped the ball to another 5'6" DB.
Yes! Intercepted. That's it, folks. Win the football game.
I can't imagine a better state champion. Shame someone had to lose, but we're just blessed to get the win on the biggest stage we can imagine. Oh, we did it! We did it! What a game! Look at the crowd! Look at the crowd! Look at the crowd!
When you go into the Citrus Bowl and you fill up the lower deck and the second deck, that doesn't happen much, and that speaks volumes for, you know, this community.
Apopka remains the public school in Orange County to outright win the state title, and now they've done it twice.
It's for the young men because they work so hard, and to see the community get behind them and support them and love on them and brag on them, these are memories that are never going to go away for them.
These guys always believed from day one. They believed when no one else believed, they believed, and the end result is the state championship.
He's not raising football players. He's raising young men. Winning the state championship, or however well we do, is not the end of what they're doing, but only the beginning of what they do.
We use football as a vehicle to teach life's lessons, you know, and I told God long ago that if I was ever head coach, I was going to use my platform for him and to build men. Men not only built for success in high school, but beyond as husbands and fathers, and hopefully men built, you know, to withstand eternity and to make an impact on others. And I've got the best coaching staff that I can imagine. You know, all like-minded men, godly men who love these young men and impact their lives daily. And so we talk a whole lot more about off the field and having character, integrity, and honor and those type of qualities than we do about blocking and tackling and winning.
You know, it's one thing to win, and it's another thing to win the right way, and that's what Rick does.
I think most people would love to have what we have, as far as people who love their sports, who love their school, love their community. There's not many places like that anymore. There just really isn't.
It's very rewarding to have them know that although we didn't start well, because they believed, because they trusted, because they obeyed, because they did those things, they were rewarded. Apopka, it's a special place, and we're glad to win it in a place where it is special.
Good morning, Apopka. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the school not a creature was stirring since the darters did rule. The title was hung by the stadium with care, and the hope that college recruiters soon would be there. And now for a break from our story while I read some commercials. That didn't rhyme, but oh well. There will be a Winter Wonderland reading camp starting January 14th. And it will be from January 14th until March 21st in 2013. Seniors who did not score a level 3 on the FCAT are strongly encouraged to register.
Oh, cool.
See Ms. Bradshaw Phillips for more information. Please sign up so we can stop reading this announcement. The Dynamic Darters Dance Team presents Dancing for the Holidays with special guest, the Divine Darter Diamond Step Team. It is tonight at 7 p.m. in the Apopka High School auditorium. It costs only $4 at the door and $3 in advance.
1, 2, 3.
Come out and support the Dynamic Darters. Tickets are now on sale in room 407. You can find one of the dancers and buy a ticket from them. Apopka's baseball team is selling camouflage baseball hats for $25 in the athletic office. Go buy yours today. Apopka High School French students are going to France this summer. Help them out by buying the world's finest chocolate bars and filling their stockings with those bars that you just bought. They will be selling them in each lunch, so please look for a bright green box. The Adam Stratton Memorial Foundation is holding a fundraiser at Beef O'Brady's tonight from 4 to 10. The foundation has sponsored many events at AHS, including the study trip to Washington, D.C. Ask Deja Griffith how memorable that was, so join everyone at Beef O'Brady's and help raise money for this group that is given so generally to AHS. Attention all members of the boys and girls bowling teams. Your banquet is Thursday, December 20th at 6 p.m. in the school cafeteria. Bowlers, please see Coach Hauser for a flyer and any additional info. Mu Alpha Theta tutors every Wednesday after school in room 1608. There will be a special state championship section including the 2013 Darter Yearbook. If you have not secured your yearbook yet, please visit www.yearbookordercenter.com, school code 2016. To order, see Ms. Springer in room 536 or 537. Yearbooks are $70 for a limited time. Also, there are 10 senior ads left. Bring a deposit to Miss Springer. Someone just made the naughty list.
It wasn't me.
All Valencia dual enrollment students should turn their Valencia books into the Media Center this week. Make certain you let the Media Center know your books are dual enrollment books. Also, please check the Media Center for spring semester books prior to asking for a book voucher. Miss Catron, see Miss Catron if you have any questions. And so Frosty the Snowman and Susie Snowflake and Rudolph and Zack Darlington all got in Santa Claus's sleigh because Santa only wanted good little boys and girls at the North Pole. So be good, not bad, because if you are bad, you will get a lump of coal in your stocking, just like Lexi.